All right, day 2, and it's about 8:15. Not bad. Of course, it's Sunday, so maybe a lot of people are taking off right now. Pass, got your ID.
Good morning.
Good morning, thank you.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Yep.
That was fast and easy.
Yeah.
Who's talking about 2-hour lines,
I know,
huh?
it's like going to Disneyland here.
On our first day in Yellowstone Park, we headed south to the Old Faithful area. But today, we're heading east along the Grand Loop and then the Norris Canyon Road toward Canyon Village. Part of our hour drive out to the Canyon Village was along the Gibbon River, so we made a couple stops on the loop just to enjoy the different views. The river is beautiful. On the Grand Loop, we also stopped at the Artist Paint Pots, of course. This hydrothermal area has a 1-mile loop, and it's filled with colorful hot springs and small geysers. The lower boardwalk is easy and actually wheelchair accessible. But the upper trail has stairs, and there are signs that warn that it's steep and it's rough. It really wasn't that bad, and actually worth the hike up there, because that's where you'll see the mud pots. Artist Paint Pot. A lot of colors. So I'm actually hiking up on the upper area, about 500 yards up from where we started. Some little streams leading down into it, and oh my gosh, it stinks. Artist Paint Pots. It's a good place to let your mind absorb the smells, colors, and sounds that surround you. That's good info on the sign. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a bunch of blurbing going on, like mud. And this is the area that has mud pots. They actually have a sign that says, "Caution, flying mud." So after the Artist Paint Pots, we headed toward the Canyon Village. Check out who we ran across. Look at them just traveling along. Hello, beautiful.
Did I go slow enough?
You're good. Yeah. Once we got to Canyon Junction, we headed back down on the Grand Loop Road down to the lower falls, which was supposed to be spectacular. On this road, it's the North Rim Road. It's actually a one-way, and when we got to Lower Falls, the traffic was so backed up, there was no parking anywhere, so we decided to just pass it up and head up towards Lookout Point and the Grand View and Inspiration Point, and then try our luck again and swing around and see if we could hit the Lower Falls later. There's a trail down there.
Look at how deep and green and vibrant and active and dangerous this water is.
The Grand View is another spectacular view of the Yellowstone River. An interesting fact I thought was that it's the erosion rather than the result of glacial movement that created this Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. I am contemplating a black and white photo of that tree.
Not very exciting.
This is Inspirational Point, isn't it? So Inspiration Point is actually a natural observation point. It's up on a really steep cliff. And this is on the north rim of the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. It's just east of the Yellowstone Falls, and that's the Yellowstone River way below. So in 1975, this platform actually extended about 100 feet out further until there was an earthquake. And I'm going to assume that's kind of where it was. And it just ended up tumbling down into the gorge.
All right, really windy up here. Way, way, way in the distance is the falls that we were at. And then they come down, they go through the canyon, right down here.
Look at all the little waterfalls too. So cool. And now the Lower Falls. Lower Falls is actually the biggest waterfall in Yellowstone, and it's the most famous in the park, hands down. It's about 308 feet tall, and it's probably the second most photographed spot in Yellowstone, with Old Faithful Geyser actually being the first. This is actually where we're going to start our hike down, and this is where the platform is, where we'll end up. So we've seen the Lower Falls from different viewpoints so far, but now we get to walk down, get right next to the top of the falls. It's about a 3/4 of a mile hike, round trip, that's down and then back up, and it's really steep, but with the many switchbacks, it's really manageable. So we're going down the to the Lower Falls, and I don't even know how many different switchbacks there are, but we're descending quite a few feet.
So Sue just said, oh, I don't know how many switchbacks there are. I can tell you how many switchbacks there are. This is going to be the last video. I'm not making it back up. So it was fun recording 72 episodes so far. If you like our videos, subscribe, hit the notification bell, but realize that I'm not going to be in them anymore.
Do it in memory of Mark. Oh my gosh, I thought we were almost there. So I see there's even more switchbacks. We gotta be close.
Wow, I'm thinking it was worth it, even if I don't survive. So if I don't make it, honey, I want you to know I love you.
Well, thanks for going here with me.
All right. Remember, we're members of FMCA and they can drive the rig back home.
Okay, Mark, it's 1 o'clock. Sun goes down at 9 p.m. We've got about 8 hours to make it up this hill, so we don't have to hurry.
The mechanical engineer in me and safety-orientated job I used to have, my advice to you, Sue, is to order a medevac so that it's here in time. So with all the cell phones that are down here, maybe one of them will work. So call it in.
Definitely a slower walk. Mark, we only made it to the second switchback. You okay?
Yeah, well, you said we got 8 hours.
All right, switchback number 4.
Yeah, well, you probably didn't tell the camera that you forgot something. I had a rundown. I ran back.
That's a lie. We're cutting it off. Right, we made it up from the lower falls, and we counted. There were 10 switchbacks, and I gotta say, my Marco did well. Good job.
That doesn't mean that you don't have to subscribe. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll be in the next video. I'm pretty sure.
I hope so. Going down. Ooh, that's a nice shot, baby. There's just so much to do and see in Yellowstone. But you know, there's a lot going on outside Yellowstone too. That actually will be coming up. Thanks for watching.